What's going on YouTube? Saturday. About to go hit the gym with my father. Gonna do some bench press, some push-ups, some rope face pulls, a couple of other things. So see if we can get some footage. Not sure if I'll be able to, but if not, I'll catch up with you guys later for some food. Saturday night in the gym with my father. As you can tell, it's pretty empty. We are starting off this workout with some incline barbell bench press. It's been probably over a year since I've done this lift. I usually stick to dumbbells, and this is something I will have to get used to. Second week on the program, starting pretty light. Last week we were working with 135 for 5 sets of 10. So I upped the weight to 145 for 5 sets of 10, just a 10-pound increase. But I noticed little things here and there when I watched the footage, stuff to keep in mind that I have to change next workout. As you can tell right here, my grip width is different on each side of the bar. So this is something I will have to change, and I'm sure other things as well. Here's one of my clients. This is my father right here. For those of you who haven't seen him on the channel before, check out the video of his life-saving body transformation, losing over 100 pounds. One of my most viewed videos on the channel, and got an incredible amount of support from that. So thank you all for those of you who have seen it and shared it. He actually just this summer had a shoulder surgery. He had a torn rotator cuff and biceps tendon, so he was out of the gym for a long time. But went through with this physical therapy, is getting his strength back, and still hits the gym on his lunch break at work. So there are no excuses. So this is my last set, my 5th set of 10. And another thing that I'm noticing while watching the video is look at my eyes. I tend to follow the bar path, and I think that was throwing me off when I was lifting. I just couldn't find a comfortable place to look. I gotta just fixate on one place on the ceiling and put that bar in that position each time. This kind of threw off my balance a little bit, but again, something that I guess I just have to get used to. If you have any tips and tricks, just please leave a comment down below and let me know. Moved on to some standing dumbbell shoulder press, a movement that really involves a lot of core stabilization. And what you'll notice here is just take a look at my head. I start to shake, and you can notice in my head shaking because I have a weak core. So this movement, I'm trying to really keep my core engaged, keep my glutes tight, and I need to work on my shoulder flexibility as well. You can see that I'm a little bit internally rotated. I really need to get those shoulder blades depressed and back, and just something that I have to work on, the mobility. We got Pops hitting some lat pull down. Look at that form. That's clean. Like father, like son. He does lat pull downs just the way I would do them. I did cue him during this to just sit upright during the next set. He was leaning back a little bit, but that's completely fine. That's the good thing about working out with someone or having a second eye, is you can make little adjustments while working out that can benefit your workout a little bit better. So maybe a few things that you may not realize while performing the movement, but you can correct it during the next set. Moved on to some incline cable flies. Now, a lot of people confuse this for decline because the pulley is at the bottom of the stack, but this is actually working your upper chest, which is what I'm focusing on in this workout. So you want to keep those shoulder blades back and down. So you're retracting your scapula just like you would on a bench press to ensure that your anterior delt isn't taking over this movement. You want to really focus on squeezing that upper chest. And that's something that I'm working on. Really trying to build that shelf, which is what you see here, or what you don't see there, but something that is a work in progress. So my dad was pretty much just doing an upper body workout for the day, a little bit different from what I was doing. So after he hit the lat pull down, went over and did a little bit of dumbbell work, some curls over there, and then moved on to the preacher curl machine, and pretty much just hit biceps there, and then moved on to do some triceps. This is probably my favorite station in the gym. And I like the V-bar handle as well. It puts your arms in a great position. And with that back pad there, it keeps you from cheating too much. A lot of times with the back pad not there, people tend to roll their shoulders forward and turn it into more of a dip or a pushing movement using their shoulders instead of their triceps. I ended off my workout here with a giant set. So what I'm doing is 4 sets of 12, 3 different exercises with no rest in between. Starting off with some dumbbell lateral raises. I think I'm only doing 15 pounds here, or maybe 17.5. My gym has those 2.5 pound increments. Really trying to keep the form strict, and straight from there, like I said, no rest. We go ahead and drop the weight, moving into rope face pulls. Now that I'm watching the footage though, I would like to change a few things. I think I'm pulling a little bit too high and involving a little bit too much traps and not enough rear delts. But this is one exercise that I do recommend every single person does in your training. Too many times people have overdeveloped anterior delts from all the pressing movements, whether it's dips, the shoulder press, the overhead press, and the rear delts just don't get enough work. So this is something that I highly recommend everyone do to ensure you have good shoulder health. And again, finishing off this with some band pull-aparts. I think I'm going to do a video on this because it's something very simple, but a lot of times people start to retract their scapula and squeeze too early and don't let the rear delts do the work. And that pretty much wrapped up the workout, except for some push-ups that we did right after this. Alright, so wrapping up the night, finishing off the macros, chilling with the dog. Zeus, say what's up to the people. Just got a huge shake with some berries, banana, and some Fiber One cereal in there. And just checking out the Facebook page. I posted the t-shirt designs today for people to vote on, give me some feedback, which you may have seen this already, but if not, check it out. One of these will go into production very shortly, but the camera's about to die. I'm going to finish this up and head to bed. So hopefully you're enjoying the video, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care.